Hey, this is Sakari here again. Welcome to my channel. Uh, in this video, I thought we would go through some of the designs people have created with our digital mandala software, OmniGeometry. So we have our Instagram group page that people post, or we post mandalas created with our software. So I thought it would be a nice idea to just look at these mandalas people have created and kind of like explain and talk about the archetypal formations, the colors, the shapes, the vibe, the energy that the pattern gives, and kind of like share some of my knowledge from this subject at the same time. And of course, like just look at these beautiful creations and share them to the world. I want to expose the artists and share their work also. So let's go here. So here we have our Instagram page for our OmniGeometry, and let's just go through these images and I'll just talk a little bit about each image. So let's just start from here, and here we have a beautiful kind of flower of life based pattern with the six points here, created by Linden's art. The six points formation is a very archetypal hexagonal formation. 6 is a very important number actually when it comes to our reality and that structure. Our carbon molecule is composed of 6 protons, 6 electrons, 6 neutrons. So the number 666 is actually represented in the very basic principle of our geometrical world. So just to say about this number 666, I believe it's a very holy, sacred number, and of course this pattern is not directly related to that, but its numbers don't have any like predetermined good or evil in them. It's just what meanings do we give to them is what matters. So here we have this beautiful green energy also. It's kind of calming energy. It's green, healing, calming with a little bit of purple here. And yeah, that's like a beautiful calming pattern. I would maybe put that maybe on my wall somewhere, when I wanna just have a little bit of relaxing moment. Yeah, let's go forward with this, and beautiful work by Linden's art. Okay, this is by me. Let's not talk about that. This one, yeah, I really like the color combination here, the blue and the yellow orange. It brings out the contrast, the two separate ends of the color frequency, kind of like, well, red is the other one, but it's like going towards red, and the white there is kind of like crystallizing the energy, this pattern. And you can see the David star pattern here. Yeah, this was done by Alchemized art, and you can see the two triangles here coming together, up and down, forming the classical Star of David formation, which is a very archetypal energy. It is also related to the previous 666 pattern, but here you can see like this is something that comes together with the two trees. There's the upwards triangle, which means it has the 2 points here, so it's stable, it's like grounded, 1 point pointing upwards. It means it's pointing to the heavens. It's like a dynamic energy going upwards. These are grounding it. Then we have the other one, the other triangle here pointing downwards. This means like symbolizes like flying or like dynamic energy. It's not grounded. It's pointing kind of like to the heavens with these 2 points, and this 1 point is going downwards. So there's the combination of the grounded and the air element also, like ground, earth, and air coming together, and making this very, very archetypal pattern that you see almost everywhere once you start to study sacred geometry. And this is related to the Merkaba pattern. Not gonna go too deep into that, but they say it's chariots of gods, so you might want to look into that for more information about this Merkaba and David Star of David pattern. And again, like I say, Star of David, it's just the name. You know, you don't have to think about the Jewish culture or whatever like that. It's like it's a pattern. You can detach it from any mental connections you have with any patterns. So, but anyway, beautiful work with Alchemized Art. I really like it. Let's see the next one. Yeah, this is by Sacred Forms. And yeah, you can do this kind of circular formations very easily with OmniGeometry. So this is where you draw this circle at each vertex point here, and this creates this very kind of like focusing effect. It's bringing you into the center. You look here, here, here. Your eyes start to gaze towards the center because it's creating this kind of like spiral, maybe, well, like a circle like spiral, kind of like attraction point in the center. And here we have also one important fact when you're creating mandalas is the bindu, the bindu that in India they say bindu is like the center of the universe where everything emanates from, and traditionally, like in India, you mark this third eye with the red point to connect to that inner bindu in a way, or kind of like where you create things in your mind. So there's the bindu here between the eyebrows. But in sacred geometry, the bindu is the origin point, the creation point. In the Bible, they talk about in the beginning there was emptiness, and then God spoke the word and chose a point in the emptiness. So that's the bindu, when God chooses the creator, or you as a mandala creator choose a point to start creating from, even in your life or professional life or whatever. So this represents this point of creation that everything emanates from. And I would suggest, if you create digital mandalas, that you always have this point here. So it kind of captivates the viewers sight into the center and makes it whole. Yeah, this is a very, there's a bit of like electric energy also here. Beautiful work. Let's go to the next one. Yeah, maybe I'll just pick some that speak to me right now. So this is again by Alchemized Art. This is like fractal squares, and squares represent grounding energy. So this is why we are here learning here on Earth about like how do we square the circle. That's the classical geometric problem we have been trying to solve. How to figure out the proportions of pi and then fit them into inside a square to ground that energy. So a square has 4 points. It's pointing to all the major directions: north, south, east, west, and also the 4 elements are represented in the square: the air, fire, earth, water. So the square is really like a representation of earthly energies, also like grounded energies. Yeah, I like this fire energy also. It's very burning in a way, like burning away the old. Gives me this vibe. Let's go ahead. Yeah, let's see something that resonates with me in this moment. Yeah, here we have an interesting piece by Indigo Joe 222. I really like the kind of like shadow-like quality of the shape repeating itself in the background and becoming like kind of like a hologram of itself in many different dimensions. So this is kind of like telling me or communicating me about a shape somehow coming together from different dimensions. Like you can see, it's expanding into all directions. Yeah, beautiful work by Indigo Joe here. Yeah, let's see something original that speaks to me. Oh yeah, I really like this one by Sacred Forms. It's a very harmonizing image. Again, here we see the opposing colors, orange, blue, coming together, making a whole, making this blue energy there, and it's crystallizing with the white color kind of like combining the two. From this, I feel like even like a meditative energy, kind of like focusing, calming. Yeah, very nice work. Of course, with like OmniGeometry, you could do animations. Like here we have a beautiful piece by Geometry Designs. For some reason, this reminds me of like a ayahuasca pattern. The angles, the colors, the combination of deep brown and the blue there. It's like those colors are usually used like in traditional South American visionary art also, and like in patterns they weave. So those angles and those remind me of that world. Very beautiful. Oh yeah, this is a piece made by me, and here you can see the triangle. Actually, this has been done like you can't actually do this icosahedron, or is this icosahedron? Anyway, you can do this shape in OmniGeometry like this 3D. So this is actually I've imported a vector file with this shape, and then it's being drawn in three places, or actually 6 places here, overlapping the triangle here. So this is like signaling that this triangle formation is actually representing something more multidimensional. So with these mandalas, I've noticed that when we are creating these as 2D shapes, I feel that we are actually trying to represent something more complex with those shapes. It's like we're taking like a snapshot of a 3-dimensional energy or a shape, or like a physical form, and then we take like shots of that, like chick, like we cut it in 2D pieces. And this is what a mandala to me is. It's representing a energy in motion, like a snapshot of higher dimensional objects. So and why these mandalas work so well for humans with in the 2D form? I think it's because we as humans, as 3D, 4D, 5D beings, or maybe even higher, but mostly like 3D, 4D, and now going to 5D, I believe, we have an easier way to grasp shapes that are like below our current level of understanding. So if I would be like a 4D being, I would perhaps understand the 3D sacred geometry shape very nicely. But now that I'm a 3D person in flesh, in a way, my body is 3D, my eyes and so on, it's easier to look down one level down from that level, and kind of like understand things easier that way. Anyway, yeah, let's go forwards. Let's take a look at a couple more at least. I'm gonna just browse this also. You can see like here what people are creating, and wow, this is by Gio, who is like he's been really going deep with OmniGeometry. I really love what he's been doing with the animation features here, and basically he has been copying this one shape many times. So you can see the different color variations here, and it's animating the hue colors to create, and this scaling of these layers to create this very interesting effect of these squares kind of like appearing out of nothingness, kind of like communicating out of the unseen world something to you. I really like this effect. Would really like to see this on a big screen somewhere. Nice work by Geo1111. Yeah, this is very very basic shape. Recurs in the 6 again. Hexagon, beehives, structure of our physical universe. And wow, here we have something very beautiful, created by, whose dream is this? I really like how she has combined these shapes made in OmniGeometry to this intricate art piece describing the human circuitry in a way, human sacred geometry circuitry. You can see the 1111 codes here, also meaningful codes communicating about unity and being in the moment, coming to the moment, remembering the moment. Yeah, I really like what she has done here with the layering of these shapes. I could buy this and put it on my wall easily. And the center here we have the heart chakra connecting to the root, and the here we see actually maybe the pindu point also in the middle, mudras being held, multidimensional being, the root connecting us to the ground, like heart. This represents to me heart is like more round, open, and then grounding energy. Earth is more structured, logical, maybe. Just some thoughts. Let's take a look at a couple more, so this video won't be too long. But amazing work by whose dream is this? Yeah, another amazing piece by Geos. Fluctuating worms, fluctuating energies, sine wave, cosine. Sine and cosine represent the pi also. Different phases of the pi, different phases of the infinite number pi, the infinity represented in the waves floating over. This gives a very smooth brain massage. Great work by Geos 1111. 4 ones. Anyway, let's take a look at maybe somebody else. Again, a beautiful work by Dreamwell Dave here. Star of David again. Geos continuing with the amazing animations. Now this one by Computer Fungus Lab. Wow, this is like very colorful, very dynamic, very full on. This reminds me of like a DMT experience. I've drank ayahuasca, so I have some experience of that. So this reminds me of the energy seen in that state, like coming at you full on geometry, just blasting in your face, third eye. Beautiful work by Computer Fungus Lab here. Maybe one more if we find something. Let's go a little bit back, so we can maybe take something that really resonates with me in the moment. Oh yeah, this is like again alien life form by Transmutix, made in like this is like using the point drawing feature on OmniGeometry, where you can put a bitmap image or a vector image at each vertex ID, and it creates this very smooth. He has been combining here the or he or she, I don't know, has been combining this scaling and with different scale phases. So when one of these layers is scaling here, it's doing this simple movement between one point. But when you have enough of these happening, like he has been copying a lot of these layers here, and then you adjust the shift, you shift the phase of the scaling a little bit on each copy. It creates this smooth rotating, like flowing, like water-like brain massage effect. Very beautiful by Transmutix. Let's take one more, like one static image, some like something very special. Of course, all of these are special. I'm very glad to see people sharing, creating so many beautiful creations. I'm very happy about that. Like, okay, let's take a look at this. This is like really beautiful. This could be like the last one. Here we see again like the David Star formation coming together, but I like what Stormburns X has been doing in this physical piece. She has been taking the design out of OmniGeometry and putting it into physical form. I like this upper form here, reminds me of the eye looking at you, being aware. Then there's the unseen structure, like this is on the top, so this is like this is the surface level. This very feminine, not very, but like feminine energy here, very calm, very nurturing, nourishing somehow like this, like caring energy looking at you. I get this feeling. And here in the top, like this eye formation also starts to come here. So sacred geometry, usually you start to see these eyes becoming also like, so this is like a connection to the to yourself, also seeing an eye. That's very personal feeling when you stare at your own eye. So it's like gazing inside, gazing in deep. Then we have the, I feel like this represents the, maybe like the underlying structure that is then manifesting somehow here. So this is like, we can see the 6 David the star here again, creating these beautiful column patterns, and like this is just amazing work, very beautiful. So yeah, and the colors here, like the calming pastel colors, those create a very like calm effect. It's like very nice, it's not strong, it's like slight pastel color. So colors are very important also, of course. They have many meanings in our thinking and our feeling. This brings me like calmness, and like I'm this could be something like you could put to a hospital or something like a dentist appointment. I could put this on the wall and or on the ceiling of the dentist and just stare at this and be calmed by the pattern. Yeah, amazing work. So yeah, here we went through some of these patterns now, and I might take a look at more of these in the future. So if you like this video, let me know, and subscribe and like. This was Sakari signing out. See you again. Bye bye.